I'm Sarah Dessen, author of Along for the Ride. Well, obviously Colby is based a lot on Emerald Isle, which is where I am right now. This is the beach I grew up coming to. A lot of the smaller stores in these sort of locally owned boutiques, like Clementine's, I definitely based on a couple of little clothing shops that are here. There are bike shops here, like the bike shop that Eli works in. There's a place that has amazing onion rings and shrimp burgers, very much like the Last Chance. So all of my experiences here were folded in. But in my writing, I never want to base something completely on something else. Usually the truth in a real place is just the jumping off point, and then I get to create it in my head and make it my own. We're coming into Emerald Isle proper. We've got your typical pizza places, seafood markets. I finished Along for the Ride. I actually wrote Along for the Ride before I started coming back to the beach on a regular basis again. And then I went through this whole experience last summer where I had this surgery and something went wrong in the surgery and I ended up in the hospital. And it was basically the first time that I had been forced to sit in one place and not do anything for about 2 years. And I decided that I would come to the beach. We crossed the bridge and the first thing I saw was a girl riding a bicycle. And I just spent the whole summer promoting Along for the Ride, and it just seemed like a good sign. But I thought, wow, you know, this is exactly what Auden did. You know, she was pushing herself really hard, and she came down to the beach and learned how to live a different way, and so did I. So we're here on the pier in Emerald Isle, and my family and I used to come here a lot when I was a kid. And there's a scene in Along for the Ride where Auden comes out to the pier at night with Maggie and Leah and Esther, and they all sit at the end of the pier and talk, and this was the pier I was thinking about. When I was a kid, going to the surf shop was one of those activities like going to play mini golf, going to get a shrimp burger. It was something you had to check off your list while you were here at the beach. And usually we would come and buy some sort of little souvenir, a t-shirt or a hat or a bracelet that you would wear until it fell off your wrist months later. It's one of those just traditions. You have your list of things that you do, and coming to the surf shop was always one of them for me. Plus, I love to shop, so even on vacation, got to go shopping. I think I've tried to do Colby so it could be any beach, because I've tried to do that with Lakeview, which is where all my books that are set in a regular town are set for the most part. Everything's a little bit more simplified. My life at home, I'm juggling motherhood and writing and trying to run my household and my husband's business, and the dogs are always barking and the UPS man is always banging on the door, and there's just a million things happening. And I come here and it's just, everything's reduced. It reminds you how insignificant you are and your problems are. And I think that's helpful for anyone, but especially for someone like me who makes their living in their own head, spends a lot of time thinking about themselves and books and stories and things. It's good to have a reality check, and the ocean is a great one.